Okay, hello everybody. Hello, how's it going everybody? Redstone Pro here, back with another live stream. Hello to Todd and Mary from Nashua, New Hampshire. Happy Memorial Day to everyone watching the stream right now. Happy Remembrance Day if you're in Canada. It is Memorial Day here in the United States. Happy Memorial Day to everyone as we honor all of our fallen heroes who gave their life to make sure we have our freedoms here in the United States and to keep our way of life here alive. We are live here in Brooklyn. This is the Brighton Beach area of Brooklyn. We are live from, this is Brighton Beach Avenue and Coney Island Avenue. That is the intersection here. And what a beautiful day we have here. All right, so today is Monday, May the 26th, 2025. The time now is 6:06 p.m. Eastern Time. The temperature right now is 69 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius. It is, as you can see, the weather is beautiful. We have some clouds in the sky. It is beautiful weather for this Memorial Day weekend. I hope everyone has had a beautiful Memorial Day weekend. Happy Memorial Day as we honor all of our men and women who served in the armed forces of the United States, who made the ultimate sacrifice, and honoring those who served as well, all of our veterans. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your bravery. All right, so in this stream, we're gonna walk through the neighborhood here. We are in Brighton Beach, Brooklyn. We're gonna make our way over to the boardwalk over by Coney Island. So we're gonna walk the entire length of the boardwalk right along Coney Island. That is the Regalment Boardwalk. And from there, we're just going to explore and look around the amusement area of Coney Island. That is basically the itinerary for today. And we have a Q train. That is the Q train right above us, the elevated portion there of the subway. That train is heading back towards Manhattan. Okay, so with that said, let's get the stream going. This is Brighton Beach Avenue, by the way, here in Brighton Beach. This is the Brighton Beach neighborhood of Brooklyn, in the borough of Brooklyn. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to the boardwalk. We're gonna start at the eastern end of Regalment Boardwalk. That is the boardwalk that runs along the peninsula of Coney Island. And by the way, this neighborhood here has a large Ukrainian and Russian population. This stretch here is also known as Ukrainian Way. All right, so once again, happy Memorial Day. We've had several parades all throughout the New York City area. We've had a number of parades, a number of ceremonies and events to commemorate this day. And hello to Peter. Happy Memorial Day to Peter. As we walk our way over to the boardwalk, we are in Brighton Beach. We're going to make our way over to the boardwalk, Regalment Boardwalk as it is known. Beautiful day here in Brooklyn and all throughout the New York City area. All right, we have some folks just enjoying the evening here. Okay, and let's give it up to our New York Knicks, who last night beat the Indiana Pacers in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals, the NBA playoffs. They were down 0-2 in the series, so that win was crucial. They needed that win. They also came back down 20 points from a 20-point deficit to come back and win. That is the third time that the Knicks have done that so far in the postseason. And they're the only team to do that in NBA history, you know, winning 3 games or more after being down by 20 points or more. They are the first team to do that in NBA history. So the Knicks did make history last night. That was led by Karl Anthony Towns, who had 20 points in the 4th quarter of that game. So congratulations to our Knicks, as they are still in the series. They still trailed in the series 2-1, but they very much are in the series now. That victory was needed, otherwise they would have been down 0-3 to the Indiana Pacers. And game 4, that will take place tomorrow night from Indianapolis. All right, so we're gonna walk down to Brighton 15th Street. Brighton 15th Street, that is the start of the boardwalk on the eastern end. So that is where we're heading. All right, so right now we are in Brighton Beach. This is the Brighton Beach neighborhood of Brooklyn. This neighborhood does have a large Ukrainian and Russian population. Beautiful evening to be out as we look across Brighton Beach Avenue. Okay, so if you guys are on TikTok, make sure to follow me on TikTok. I do post videos there as well. All right, so we're gonna make a right over here. And hello to Lena. Is Lena here? I have not seen Lena. I hope she is. We haven't seen her for a while. I hope she's okay. This is a primarily residential neighborhood, as you guys can see here. Okay, so this is where we'll make our turn right along Brighton 15th Street. And happy Memorial Day once again to all of our fallen men and women of the armed forces who made the ultimate sacrifice to make sure we keep our freedoms here and our way of life. So thank you all once again. If you see a veteran walking by you, or if you know a veteran, make sure to thank them for their service and courage and bravery. All right, it is getting a bit windy as we are facing towards the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. So it is going to get a bit breezier and a bit windier as we walk along the ocean side here. And Peter says, I have heard of Brighton Beach, but have never seen any of its stream. Well, here's a taste of Brighton Beach. Brighton Beach is to the east of Coney Island and to the west of Manhattan Beach. That is another beachside neighborhood here in Brooklyn. All right, so from right here in Brighton Beach, we'll be making our way over to Coney Island Beach. This is all part of the Coney Island Peninsula. We'll be making our way over to the amusement area of Coney Island. All right, it is windy. Not sure if you guys can hear it through my microphone here with the wind muff, but it is windy. Beautiful neighborhood here, Brighton Beach. As we make our way over to the boardwalk here, this is the start of the Regalman boardwalk. This is the eastern end of the boardwalk. And Todd and Mary, they say to all past, present, and future military people, thank you for your protection of the United States of America. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for all of your service, all of your services. All right, and here we are. This is the start of the Riegelman boardwalk. This is also Brighton Beach, the beach itself. So Brighton Beach is both the neighborhood, the name of the neighborhood, and the beach here. This is the name of the beach here, which is also Brighton Beach. Look how beautiful it is here. All right, so this is the start of the Riegelman boardwalk. The Riegelman boardwalk starts right along here on East, what is it, Brighton 15th Street. And it stretches all the way down towards Seagate. Seagate is a private gated community on the western end of Coney Island, the peninsula. Look how beautiful it is here. So this is the very start, the eastern end of the Riegelman boardwalk. It stretches for about 2 miles. So that is, we're gonna walk the entire length of this boardwalk with different stops along the way. So let me just grab a few pictures here while we're on the spot. And thank you, Todd and Mary, for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We do have a little walkway here right on the stand. So let's just get a peek at the ocean here. This is the Atlantic Ocean. I'm gonna avoid stepping on the sand because I don't have the right shoes to walk in sand. I am wearing my my work boots. So we're gonna avoid walking in the sand directly here. Look how beautiful this is. Beautiful Brighton Beach. And further east, that would be Manhattan Beach. Oh, let me fix my gimbal here. My gimbal just went out of alignment here. Okay. Gotta make sure, let me see here. Gotta make sure my cables here don't mess with the gimbal here. All right. All right, so we do have some folks here. Not too many right now. I mean, the water is a bit chilly. Okay, so we're gonna walk as far as this path goes, right along the shore here. Okay, and this is as far as our walk, since we do have sand right ahead of us. Look how beautiful it is. That is the Atlantic Ocean. And right there, across the water there, we can see that is the Rockaways of Queens. Right beyond the beach here, that is the Rockaways and Jamaica Bay in Queens. And right over there, that is New Jersey. We can see New Jersey there, right across the lower New York Bay. That is the lower New York Bay. That is New Jersey and Sandy Hook. And we can also see further down, we'll be able to see Staten Island as well. What a beautiful day we have here for this Memorial Day in Brighton Beach. All right, so we're gonna make our way back towards the boardwalk. That's just a little glimpse of the beach here, the ocean. And we can see in the distance there, we can see that is Coney Island. That is the amusement areas of Coney Island, Luna Park. So that is where we'll be heading ultimately during our stream here. Beautiful weather that we have out here. All right, so Memorial Day is a federal holiday, so of course the kids were off school today. Most government buildings, government offices are closed, as are banks, the postal service as well. No mail delivery today. All right, and we are back here on the boardwalk. It is 72 degrees in Nashua, New Hampshire. All right, so you guys have similar weather to what we have here in New York right now. Okay, so here we are right along the Riggleman Boardwalk. This boardwalk is 2.7 miles long. It opened in 1923. The first section of the boardwalk opened in 1923. This is one of the longest boardwalks in the world. I believe it is the second longest boardwalk. Stretching from right here in Brighton Beach, going all the way down towards the west. That would be in Seagate. That is the western end of this boardwalk, right along Seagate. Beautiful evening here. Many folks are out and about enjoying this beautiful evening on this Memorial Day 2025. And it might be a bit difficult to see some of these sites due to the sun glare. We do have the sun glare right up ahead. So apologies if some of what you guys are seeing is a bit dark, as we do have the sun glare right in front of us. Beautiful day here in Brooklyn, right along Brighton Beach. And Peter wants to know, are the boards now that imitation wood, so they last a long time and not rot, or is it the real wood? I believe this is all real wood. And we do have concrete as well. This section of the boardwalk right here, this is concrete. So it is a mixture of wood and concrete. What type of wood does this use? Do they use here? This is it is made of, it just says wooden planks, so I'm not really sure the type of wood. But it is a mixture of wood and concrete. And right here we can see the Brighton Beach sign. This beach is operated and maintained by the New York City Parks Department. Look how lovely this is here. All right, so this the concrete stretch here that you guys see, that is primarily for bikes and skateboarders, like you see here. All right, so we are going to walk along the entire 2-mile stretch of this boardwalk. We'll be making stops along the way. And right here we have a lifeguard station. This beach, as well as other beaches in New York City, they opened over the weekend, starting on Saturday for the summer season. And with that, the lifeguards are on duty. I believe they're on duty to 7 p.m. now, I believe. Beautiful. Todd and Mary says, no apologies necessary. You are doing great filming. Thank you, Todd and Mary, for the comments. All right, so we have a beautiful, beautiful evening here as we commemorate Memorial Day. Thank you all so much for joining me on this live stream. If you are new to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. My name is Redstone Pro. We are live here along the boardwalk, Regalman Boardwalk in Brighton Beach, Brooklyn in New York City as we commemorate Memorial Day on this beautiful Monday evening. And hello to Tommy from Long Island. Hello to everyone in Nassau and Suffolk counties. Happy Memorial Day. Look how beautiful these are pugs here. Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Look how lovely. And we have looks like a wiener dog over there. Beautiful. Okay, even the dogs are out. Who let the dogs out on this Memorial Day? Beautiful. All right, so we are walking from east to west. We are walking in a westward direction towards the western end of Coney Island, the peninsula. Coney Island itself used to be an island. Back in the day, it used to be an island. It is now a peninsula. The part of Coney Island that was an actual island, the northern part was actually filled in with landfill. That was back in the 1920s and 1930s, right along Coney Island Creek. Coney Island used to be separated by the mainland of Brooklyn. It was filled in to allow for more land to be available. That was started in the 1920s and 1930s. So the Coney Island that we know today was actually an island before the 1920s. It is now a peninsula. And as you can see, the planks of the wood right along this boardwalk here, the Regalman Boardwalk. Thank you all for tuning in. And Peter says, according to Perplexity AI, the boardwalk is made of recycled plastic lumber that mimics real wood. The New York City Department of Recreation and Parks chose that for longer service life. That would definitely make sense. That would definitely cut down on the cost of maintaining the boardwalk. And considering that this is one of the longest boardwalks, it would definitely cut down on the cost of maintaining it. All right, so this restaurant here, this one here is called Tatiana. One of the few restaurants that line the boardwalk here. And we do have loose planks right here. This one is a bit loose. You can see this one right here. They can definitely do a better job at, securing some of these loose boards, some of these loose planks. All right, so happy Memorial Day to everyone watching the stream right now as we commemorate all of our heroes, men and women who served in our armed forces, all of our veterans, to all of the brave men and women who fought in wars, paid the ultimate price, made the ultimate price, the ultimate sacrifice Thank you all for your service. Thank you all for your bravery and dedication. And we have a live band here. Let's see if they'll play here. This is this band is called, what are they called here? Let's just watch here.
Вышли из бухты, а позади океан. Наши девочки спрятали ручики в муфты и ждут меня на берегу. А где-то в Крыму девочка в розовом сарафане, и мама ее не отпускала совсем гулять. А мы просили: отпусти, отпусти, мама, дочку с нами, ведь мы же подводники, мы силачи. Ох ты, и если не лох ты, поймешь, что подводник без лодки, как гусь без воды. Теперь без воды уж 4-е сутки, и так гнусно, паскудно, хоть волком скули. А где-то в Крыму девочка в розовом сарафане, и мама ее не отпускала гулять. А мы просили: отпусти, отпусти, мама, дочку с нами, ведь мы же подводники, мы силачи. Ах ты, мы вышли из шахты, что под номером 807-4905. Это вам не пинг-понг, ни бухты-барахты. Настоящий подводник думает о корабле. А где-то в Крыму девочка в розовом сарафане, мама ее не отпускала гулять. Но мы просили: отпусти, отпусти, мама, дочку с нами. И мать отпустила. Вот она на корабле.
Very nice. Love the sound of the bass there. Very nice. All right. So we're gonna continue our walk here. Nice job there. And Todd and Mary says, hello to my father, Robert Grog, who served in the Air Force. Happy Memorial Day, Dad in heaven. Thank you for your service. To Todd's dad. All right, so we're gonna continue our walk here, right along the Riggleman Boardwalk. Okay, so we are still in Brighton Beach. The adjacent beach is Coney Island Beach on the western side. So the peninsula itself is made up of several beaches. This is Brighton Beach. We are in the middle right here. And Coney Island Beach is towards the further towards the west. And we also have Manhattan Beach on the eastern end. Although the boardwalk does not go to Manhattan Beach. And Peter says all kinds of entertainment there on the boardwalk. Yes, indeed. And we're not even in the at the amusement area yet. This is just the quieter side of Coney Island. We'll definitely see more as we get to Coney Island and the amusement areas there. To Coney Island Beach. All right, so it is the unofficial start of the summer season, although summer itself does not begin until June the 21st or the 22nd. That is the official start of summer. This is the start of the summer getaway season, the unofficial start of summer. Okay, so this right here, this is Brighton 2nd Street. We started the stream at Brighton 15th Street. We're making our way westward. Right along the boardwalk here of Regalman Boardwalk. In Brighton Beach, Brooklyn. We have some folks there washing their feet off. Washing off the sand from their feet. The one thing I do not like about going to the beach is stepping on the sand. It makes a big mess. And sometimes you bring the sand right along to your house. And we have another live band here. Let's check out these guys here. We have a party here tonight in Brooklyn.
ועוד לא התחיל הלילה זה זורמת לי בדם זינו מול כל העולם ועוד לא התחיל הלילה
Very nice. Okay.
Спасибо, thank you very much.
Okay, that might have been Italian, if I'm not mistaken. The other band, I believe they were playing either in Russian or Ukrainian. This one sounded Italian. Okay, so on we continue, on we go here. And Peter says, I think Coney Island was a barrier island originally, but it is connected to Brooklyn by now fitting. Yes, I did talk about that earlier. Coney Island was originally an island. It was part of the barrier islands here in southern New York City. The northern side of Coney Island back then, which was known as Coney Island Creek, was filled in beginning in the 1920s and 1930s. So Coney Island now is a peninsula, which is connected to the mainland Brooklyn. And thank you, Todd and Mary, and thank you everybody for watching the live stream here tonight. All right, we got some volleyball action going on this side of the beach. Look how beautiful it is out here. Absolutely spectacular. What's up, Redstone Pro? I'm on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, Redstone Pro.
Redstone Pro?
Yeah, you want to say hello?
Hello, guys.
Hello. How's it going? I'll show you right here. Let me show you real quick right here. Right there.
Redstone Pro.
Redstone Pro, yeah. What is your name?
David, what about
David. David, nice to meet you, David. What's your name?
you? What about you?
Ricky.
Ross.
All right, so we have David and Ross. You're from the neighborhood here?
Yeah, Coney Island.
Okay, oh, you live right down the street there. Okay, all right. How you like the neighborhood here?
Huh?
Do you like the neighborhood? Can you tell us a little bit about the neighborhood for folks that are not familiar with Brighton Beach? Just anything. What's the best part about Brighton Beach?
The beach.
The beach, yeah, of course. Definitely, right? It wouldn't be Brighton Beach without the beach. Yeah, okay. What's the worst part? What's the worst part about
like the Russian people over here.
Oh, the Russian?
Yeah, I mean...
Are you Ukrainian?
No. I speak Russian too. I was living in Russia too. I mean, like the old people here, you know, like they're like so annoying, you know.
Oh, they're annoying.
I mean, yeah.
That's very interesting. How long you been out here? Like, how long have you lived here?
Like 3 years.
2 years?
3.
3 years. Okay. Very nice. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Okay.
meet
Happy
you.
Memorial Day. All right. No
Happy
doubt.
Memorial.
All right. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so very interesting little conversation there with those young fellas. All right, so as we look towards the beach here, as we see the folks playing volleyball, beautiful. It is interesting that the sand is brown while the sand in Florida is white. It is very much brown here. All right, so let's continue here, right along Riggleman Boardwalk. It's been a pretty interesting stream so far. Pretty interesting stream that we've had so far. As we get closer to Coney Island Beach and the amusement area, that is where you'll find Luna Park, as well as the Cyclone roller coaster, the world famous Cyclone roller coaster, and the parachute jump. Those are all some of the interesting points right along the amusement area of Coney Island. And we'll be visiting each of those spots once we get to each of those. All right, you can see right here, this is where the boardwalk widens a bit. We do have more room here to walk and to cycle. For those of you that love riding your bicycles or skateboards or roller skates. Beautiful. Let me just grab a picture here of the beach real quick. I do love taking pictures here. Oh, let me get my camera out of the way. Sorry about that. I am snapping a few pictures here as well. And we have another dog here enjoying the evening out. And Peter says, I wish we had more viewers for the stream. Perhaps folks are attending barbecues. That could definitely be a reason. You know, many folks are out enjoying the day as I'm doing here. But no matter how many of you are watching, I appreciate each and every one of you for watching the live stream here. All right, so this right here, this is Ocean Parkway right here. This road right here, that is Ocean Parkway. And we have a gentleman here who's playing the panpipes. Panpipes, that is an instrument from South America. An indigenous outfit. Okay, that was beautiful. Very nice. Okay, very nice. You guys are being treated to all sorts of entertainment tonight. All right, so let's continue walking along the boardwalk here. Very nice there. All right, so we've had 3 performances in the span of 45 minutes here. Free entertainment. Why not? Okay, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we commemorate Memorial Day 2025. Let's all thank our fallen men and women who served in the armed forces of the United States for their bravery and sacrifice in order for us to keep our freedoms and way of life. So thank you all once again. Thank you to those who served. We will always honor you and remember your bravery. Okay, so we'll be making our way into Coney Island Beach. So the boardwalk here, this is where the boardwalk transitions from one to the other. So right now we are in Brighton Beach. In about a minute, we'll be in Coney Island Beach. Okay, and we can see the sign right here. We are now officially in Coney Island Beach. So we started our walk in Brighton Beach. We are now in Coney Island Beach. As we continue our walk here along Riggleman Boardwalk. All right, so now we are approaching the entertainment side, the amusement part of Coney Island. So we'll be there in a few minutes. All right, so if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream, make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to turn on your notifications anytime I go live or post a video. It would mean a lot to me if you guys haven't already done so. My name is Redstone Pro. Once again, we are live here in Coney Island Beach. We just transitioned into Coney Island Beach from Brighton Beach. We are in Brooklyn, New York, the borough of Brooklyn in New York City, on this beautiful Memorial Day weekend. We have the sun out and about, brightly lit sun. All right, so once again, let's give it up to our New York Knicks, who last night played Game 3 of the NBA playoffs, the Eastern Conference Finals against the Indiana Pacers. And hello to Lena. Oh, wow. What a surprise. What a surprise from Lena. Hello, Lena. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you, Lena. We've all been asking for you for what seemed like forever. It's nice to see you. Hope everything's okay with you, Lena. Not sure how long you've been here, but I just saw your chat here, so nice to see you, Lena. Okay, and to the right of us, that is the New York Aquarium. Will I be streaming the hot dog eating contest? I am not sure yet. I would love to live stream that event. So I'm not 100% sure yet if I'll be there. But I will definitely let you guys know if I do stream the event. Okay, so this building, once again, this is the New York Aquarium. The New York Aquarium, that is part of the what is it? The world. What is it? The WCC. The Wildlife Conservation. The WCS, World Conservation Society. There you go. They operate this aquarium as well as the Bronx Zoo and other zoos here in New York City. So it is operated by the Wildlife Conservation Society. So nice to see you, Lena. And it's nice to see everybody in the chat. Okay, so here we are in Coney Island Beach. We started our walk in Brighton Beach. We are now in Coney Island Beach. All right, let me see if I can walk on this side here away. Let me see if I can try to get away from the glare. Let's see if it helps here. Not sure if it'll help, but let's see if it does. Right along here. Will it help? Let's see. Okay, you guys can. Okay, yeah, it's a bit better now. We do have this wall here from the aquarium. So, all right, so we are able to see the boardwalk a bit better for the moment. To all of those who were brave to serve in the military, thank you so much for protecting all of us. Thank you, Todd and Mary, for the comments. All right, so this is just a temporary solution. We're just hiding from the sun glare right now. Look how beautiful it is here as we look back towards Brighton Beach. Looking east, that is looking east. And we have a nice view of the Atlantic Ocean, as well as the New York Bay. That is the lower New York Bay that we see there as well. Okay, so I was talking about the Knicks. So once again, congratulations to our Knicks as they played Game 3 of the NBA playoffs, the Eastern Conference Finals against the Indiana Pacers. They were able to come up with that victory after being down 20 points in the game. That is the third time that the Knicks have come back after being down by 20 points or more in the playoffs this year. They are the first team in NBA history to do that. So now the series is 2-1 in favor of the Pacers. Indiana Pacers. The Knicks are looking to tie the series 2 games apiece. Game 4 will be played tomorrow in Indianapolis. And Karl Anthony Towns, he did carry that team on his back, literally. He scored 20 points in that fourth quarter. He had 24 points for the game, and he scored 20 of those points in that fourth quarter. He was just unstoppable in that fourth quarter. All right, we have more music over here. All right, that is the entrance, one of the entrances to the aquarium there. I have never been to this aquarium, so I would definitely like to go to the aquarium here. And I'll definitely record a video. Not sure if I'll live stream once I visit the aquarium, but I'll definitely record a video at least. So make sure you guys look out for that. That'll be sometime in the summer. All right, so beautiful evening here in Coney Island. Okay, beautiful. We have a beautiful, beautiful evening here, right along the boardwalk of Coney Island. Okay, and we are now entering the amusement area of Coney Island. This is the more famous part of Coney Island, of course, with the amusement parks. It wouldn't be Coney Island without the amusement parks. And we have the Dino's Wonder Wheel Amusement Park as well as Luna Park. And we are going to step away from the boardwalk and enter the amusement area. And we're going to step away here. This is West 10th Street. So we're going to step away from the boardwalk while we walk around the amusement area here. And we're going to start off with the Cyclone. Right over here is the Cyclone, the roller coaster, famous wooden roller coaster. We can see some folks riding it right now. Beautiful, beautiful evening as we look at the Cyclone. Okay, let me see if I can widen the shot here a bit so you guys can see it. Okay, no, that's actually a worse shot. I'll just stick to this one here. Beautiful and sunny day. Yes, it is. Okay, so this is the Cyclone. This is the most recognizable roller coaster. This roller coaster opened back in June 26, 1927. It is a wooden roller coaster. All right, so we're just gonna walk here towards Surf Avenue. Surf Avenue is down that way there. And then we'll turn back here and explore more of the rides here. But we are looking at the Cyclone wooden roller coaster. It has a total track length of 2,640 feet or 800 meters. And the top speed is 60 miles per hour or 97 kilometers per hour. This is the steepest wooden roller coaster. It goes down to 60 degrees. All right, so we'll be entering that part of the amusement park in a couple of minutes. Okay, so we are approaching Surf Avenue. This is Surf Avenue right over here. This is where the Mermaid Parade takes place. The Mermaid Parade that takes place later next month. I'll be live for that event. The annual Mermaid Parade. Right along here in Surf Avenue. All right, so we have made our way over to Surf Avenue. Right along Surf Avenue and West 10th Street. And let's get a look here at the folks that are getting off and are about to get on the Cyclone here. How much is it ride to, I believe this is $10 to ride. How much are the tickets here? I believe they're $10. Back in the day, they used to be around $5, but now they're like $10. All right, so we have the world famous Cyclone roller coaster right there. One of the oldest wooden roller coasters still in operation. I have been on this roller coaster before. It is pretty frightening, actually. It looks simple from the outside, but it is actually pretty frightening, especially when you're dropping. It's like an 80-foot drop. And it's pretty steep, as I mentioned a minute ago. It is a very steep drop. All right, so let's make our way over here. Back this way. We have a lot of folks out here right now. All right, so let me grab a picture here of the cyclone before we enter the other parts here. Let me just widen the shot here. Okay, we can see the folks going up there. And that is the drop I was talking about. That's the steepest drop right there. Very nice. All right, and that is a look at the world famous Cyclone roller coaster. Oh, my gimbal. Let me fix my gimbal. Okay. My gimbal needs some adjustments here. Okay. Lena says I would never get into one of those. My anxiety would kill me. And Todd says that looks like a scary roller coaster. Considering the age of it, it's definitely still one of the scariest rides, I would think. Okay, so now we're gonna enter this is the Dino Wonder Wheel amusement park. All right, so this is where we'll be entering next. Okay, so now we're going to enter. This is one of the two amusement parks here. This one here is called Dino's Wonder Wheel Amusement Park, named after the Wonder Wheel Ferris wheel. That is scary right up there. Oh my God, look at that! Wow! Look at that! Look how upside down they are. Oh my goodness! Wow! That is scary. Oh. All right, we know you have to do that at least once in your life. Wow. And the ride is over. Wow. All right, let's see what else we have here. We have all sorts of crazy rides here. We have this one here. This is an airplane type of ride here. All right, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we are commemorating Memorial Day here in Coney Island. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight on this special Memorial Day stream in Coney Island, Brooklyn. And Todd and Mary says, I like roller coasters. All right, here's one for the little kids here. It's like a carousel, but using fire trucks. And as you can see, they're putting the fires out there. Another look there at the cyclone. Peter says, I am too old for all that spinning around on those rides. All right, we have a big fire there. We have to put it out. And Lena feels the same way as Peter. Okay, what else do we have here? All right, so we do have kiddie rides as well as the more extreme rides, the thrill rides. So we have a mixture of both here. Okay, this coaster here, this is called the Tickler. And hello to my mom in the chat. Happy Memorial Day. We are in Coney Island right now. Welcome to Coney Island. All right, we have a bunch of copyrighted music, but I'm not gonna bother to really stream it because otherwise that'll kill the excitement here. All right, we have this arcade spot here. Let's check out the arcade spots. Let's see what we have going on here at the arcades. We have the table hockey here. We have Godzilla here. This one is called Kaiju Wars in virtual reality. We have the basketball game here. We have a Fast and the Furious game over here. All right, let's make our way back outside. All right, nice shot there of the cyclone right behind these this water racer spot here. And Todd and Mary says we have a, let me fix my gimbal here. It's pointing a bit downward. There you go. All right, so let's see. Todd and Mary says we have an amusement park in Salem, New Hampshire. It's called Kenobi Lake Park, and it opened in 1902. Wow, that's an old park there. And hello to American Nightmare. We have Andrew here in the house. What's up, Andrew? Andrew says I'm chilling at work on my last 10-minute break. But even if I wasn't on my phone, I'd still be here. All right, we have lots going on here. Have you ever been on the Cyclone? I have been on the Cyclone a few times, Andrew. It is pretty scary. That is a pretty scary ride. The ride itself is only about a minute, but those are some scary, that's a scary 60-second ride there. What a beautiful evening we have here right along Dino's Amusement Park and Luna Park as well in Coney Island. All right, let's look at these folks as they ascend up into the sky. They're gonna spin around there for a few minutes. Look at that, wow. I'm not sure if Peter or Lena would do that up there. That might be a bit too much spinning. Wow. I think a minute might be a bit too long for Andrew. Okay, this right here, this is called the Electro Spin. It's basically a giant pendulum that also rotates as it swings back and forth. How's it going? Peter says, not on your life would I try that ride out. Maybe 50 years ago I would have. And that right there is coming to an end as they start to descend back down to earth. And right above that, that is the famous Wonder Wheel Ferris wheel. Here's some facts about the Wonder Wheel. The Wonder Wheel is 150 feet tall or 46 meters in height. This Ferris wheel opened back in May 30th, 1920, 104 years ago today. Or in a week, in a few days, it'll be 104 years. Whoa. Wow, you can hear the screams. Oh my goodness, look at that. Lena has a fear of heights. Many folks have a fear of heights. Wow. Look at all of these pilots up there. Wow. Oh my goodness. A lot of spinning, lots of turning, lots of twisting. And lots of screams. Can't forget the screams. Okay, that ride. Nope, it's not ending just yet. By the way, I'm not getting on any rides myself, so I'm not here to get on any rides, but eventually I'll come back and maybe get on a few of these rides. I would definitely have to record that with my action camera. I definitely would not be able to do that with the gimbal. Lena says they look like some weird matchsticks. Okay, and we have these folks that are about to ride the electro spin. And this one has come to an end. All right, so let's look at this one here once it starts. As we look at the Wonder Wheel behind it. Let me grab a picture here of the Wonder Wheel. Sorry if my phone is in the way, my other phone. Okay. And Peter, yes, that is a reminder to bring a bark bag anytime you get on one of these rides. Okay, so here we go. This one is the electro spin. This is basically a pendulum type spin, type ride that just spins and it rotates and it swings back and forth. That's a lot of spinning. Oh, wow. Look how fast those folks are spinning up there. Wow. You also have to make sure that that you don't eat prior to riding one of these rides here. So that's another good advice. Make sure you don't eat right before you get on one of these rides. You want to get on it on an empty stomach. Wow. Wow. Okay, looks like it's slowing down now. Or maybe it's not. Okay, this is slowing down. All right, wow. I got dizzy just looking at that. Okay. And there's the Wonder Wheel. By the way, the Wonder Wheel, as innocent as it looks, it is a bit scary up there as well. They do have some of the cabins up there. They do swing back and forth also, so mind you, it can be up there. It can be scary up there as well on the Wonder Wheel. Okay, so we're just gonna look around here for another minute or so, and then we're gonna get back on the boardwalk. And we have the speedboat right here. Although it's not going fast at the moment. Oh, they have to cover the little girl there. She looks like she's afraid. This one is brave. Oh, that girl right there, she's afraid. They have to cover her up. Look at that. And this is one of the more innocent rides. Let's put her on the cycle. And hello to Andre. What is happening here? We're just people just having fun. All right, so we're gonna make our way back towards the boardwalk. We have a can here. This is a stuffed can of Spam. All right, so we're gonna make our way back towards the boardwalk, and we're gonna continue with the to Luna Park. We're gonna enter Luna Park in a few minutes. Okay, so this amusement park, this is Dino's Wonder Wheel amusement park, and we have Luna Park right adjacent to this one here. So we'll be entering Luna Park in a few minutes as we make our way back towards Regal Bend Boardwalk. All right, so the sun glare has died down quite a bit here, so it is much easier to see now. All right, so we are right on the right towards the entrance of Luna Park. This version of Luna Park, this is the revival version of Luna Park that existed back in the early 1900s. Prior to Luna Park, this used to be Astroland. So those of you that grew up here in the 1980s and 90s would remember this as Astroland. It is now Luna Park. The old Astroland closed back in 2008, and Luna Park opened in 2006. Actually, no, 2009. I'm sorry, 2009. Yeah. This is the second reincarnation of Luna Park. Beautiful. All right, let me just grab another picture here. I'm not sure what to take here. Let me see. I'm just finding a picture to take. All right, that's a good picture right there. Andre says this park looks a bit psychedelic. All right, so let's get a closer look here at the Wonder Wheel as we make our way into Luna Park. Actually, no, this is still Dino's. I'm sorry, this is still Dino's. There's a nice shot there of the Wonder Wheel. Happy Memorial Day! Happy Memorial Day from Coney Island as we look at the Wonder Wheel high above us. Andre says we have these wheels in Romania, they barely move. Well, these Ferris wheels, they're not meant to move fast. Certainly not this one here, especially the way it swings. Okay, back on the boardwalk we go. And Lena says it is raining in Romania. In that part of Romania, it is raining. We have a Nathan's Famous stand here. Although this is not the one known for the hot dog contest. That is up on the on Surf Avenue. We'll get to that later, but this is just another one of the famous stands here, Nathan's famous stands. Look how busy it is right now. It is the time now is 7:28 p.m. here Eastern Standard Time, right around the East Coast.
We don't even know what he's doing.
Beautiful. We have a lot of folks out here even at this hour. I am betting on a very nice sunset there tonight. Well, there's a nice shot of the Atlantic Ocean. That is looking south. And that is looking west there. And hello to Santiago Yepes. Thank you for your live broadcast video at Coney Island. You make my day of Memorial Day. Thank you, Santiago. And happy Memorial Day. And we have the gold man right here. Made of 24 karat gold, the highest quality gold. How's it going, my brother? How's it going, my friend? How many carats are you?
24, baby.
24. You got to go up there, right?
24. Gotta go.
You got to go up there, exactly. That's what I just said. That's what I got. You got to go to the highest. All right.
All right, my man.
And here we are. This is the one of the entrances to Luna Park. Luna Park is operated by a company called Zamperla. Zamperla, they are based in Italy. They are the operators of Luna Park. That is their mascot there. The mascot, what is his name? Let me see if I can look it up. Let me see if I can look it up here real quick. Anybody that knows the name of the mascot here for Zamperla, what is his name? I gotta figure that out. But that is the mascot of the company that operates Luna Park, which is called Zamperla. They are based in Italy. All right, so let's just walk around here, and then we'll get back on the boardwalk. Okay, so this right over here, this is called the Soaring Eagle. And what else do we have here?
Niggas had you bouncing on the steps?
And right here we also have, this is the Steeplechase. This is another one of the roller coasters. This is the modern day Steeplechase. We also had Steeplechase from back in the early 1900s. This is the modern version of the Steeplechase. Okay, and I think I need to tie my shoe here, so let me get a minute here so I can tie my shoe. I'm gonna put the gimbal down for just a minute here while I tie my shoe. When you walk a lot, your shoelaces are gonna come loose at some point. So let me just put this down for 1 second here. Okay, and we are back. All right, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. If you are new to the stream, new to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. My name is Redstorm Pro. We are live here in Luna Park, in Coney Island, New York, Brooklyn, New York. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. All right, so the name of the face is, his name is Steeplechase Face. That is the mascot of Luna Park. Steeplechase Face. That guy right there with the big smiley mouth there. All right, as we look at the soaring eagle here. Oh, they're about to fly up there. They're about to soar like an eagle. And by the way, we also have the slingshot right there. That is the slingshot. That is that perhaps is the scariest ride of all of the rides that we have here. The slingshot. All right, so I'm gonna keep looking at both here. All right, so we have the soaring eagle and we have the slingshot right over there, although you guys can't really see no one on it yet. All right, let me go this way here so we can get a better view here. And we also have this one here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Not sure what that's called, but it is scary. That is scary up there. That's crazy how safe these must be to function daily. Oh, definitely are. Definitely. They have to be inspected quite often and to ensure the safety of the people riding them. Accidents during rides, they're very rare, but they do happen. So just keep that in mind. They are very rare, but they do happen. All right, so let's keep an eye here on the slingshots. Let's see who's brave enough to get on this. It is 2 people maximum. All right, let's see who's gonna get on the slingshot here. We do have a line foot as well right here. All right, who's gonna be next to sling their way up there? All right, so we're gonna wait here for a few minutes and take a look at who's brave enough. The thrill for the chills. Yes, indeed, Lena. All right, so this right here, this is called the Zenobio. This one here, this is called Zenobio.
She said, yeah.
Wow, and we got some folks right up there as well. All right, so I'm gonna keep my eye on the slingshot here. Let's see who's gonna get on it first. Oh, who's gonna get on it next, I should say, not first. Who's gonna get on it next? All right, who's next? Who's brave enough to be shot up there? Let's see. And hello to Miss Fat Peaches. Are they stuck up there? No, they're not stuck up there. They're just waiting for their turn to get off. And we have the steeplechase right there. Lena says I would be the one on the beach. Yeah, why not? While you look at everyone else suffer and scream. Okay, we have kids getting on it. Look at that. They're brave kids. Look at that. Wow, we have some youngsters getting on that. All right, this should be interesting here. I thought they might be next. They were in the line there. Oh, we can see the Zenobio right there in motion. Wow. Okay, here we go. Let's see this. We have some youngsters. They can't be no older than 10 years old. As they get strapped in and everything there. Wow. They are brave. They are some seriously brave kids. Okay, here they are. They're about to be shot up there. Let me widen this shot here. Actually, no, I think this it'll be better than like this. Okay. Here we go. They're held down, and then there's a release mechanism that just shoots them straight up into the sky. Oh man, they got some serious balls of steel. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, look how high up they are. Wow. Oh, that is way up there. I don't know how many feet up there, but that's got to be like maybe 100 feet up. Wow. That's the closest they'll get to heaven without getting there. Okay. Kudos to those kids that are 100 feet up there right now. And they'll slowly make their way back down. There they go. Tommy says, I could never get on that. Imagine getting stuck up there. Well, I wouldn't be afraid of being stuck up there. I'll be afraid of the cable snapping. That would be my biggest fear, is the cable snapping. Okay, all right. As they safely make their way back down. All right. Okay, so let's continue our walk here inside of Luna Park. As we look at the steeplechase face there. Here's another look at the soaring eagle. And we can see the sun setting right behind the clouds there. Beautiful sunset. Miss Fat Peaches says, hey, my first time Coney Island. That's a first time for everything. Okay, so let's keep exploring here inside of Luna Park. Santiago says, excellent video, excellent fun video, keep it up. Great work, thank you, Santiago. All right, we have the go-karts here.
Please very safely, no lumping, and no telephones on the track. There are no cell phones on the track. Stay seated, please. Stay seated. Those pulling in, please stay seated. Those pulling in, please stay seated. I'll get stuck in the middle lane first, okay? Middle lane first.
Okay, this is my kind of ride here. This is the one of the go-karts rides here. This one is called the Electric Eden Raceway. And we have a long line for this one as well. All right, so let me go around here. Right over here. This is a good view here. And Miss Fat says this is a fun stream. Thank you, Fat Beaches, for joining the live stream. Thank you for your time here. Okay, so we got some folks getting off, and we have some folks that are about to just start their ride. The temperature here right now is, let's see. If you want the latest weather information, just type in exclamation point weather in the chat. Exclamation point weather in the chat. Let me see. The temperature right now is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. That would be okay. So the current temperature right now is 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's my type of right there. Okay, just make sure it's all one word. So exclamation and weather, make sure it's all one word without the space. And Lena is staying up to watch us here. So thank you, Lena, for staying up late. 2:44 a.m. in Romania. As we take a look at these go-kart riders one by one. Beautiful, I like this. This is the one I would definitely get on. All right, as they make their way around the racetrack here. Oh, the girl's having fun there. The girl, the kid there. Okay, and let's go on here. Okay, let me see if I can mute that music here for a minute here. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't know that the microphone was mute. Thank you, Lena. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is the Thunderbolt here. This is another one of the old. This is one of the modern versions. This is the modern version of one of the old Thunderbolt roller coaster that used to operate here. Okay, so we're gonna look at the Thunderbolt here. Look at that! Whoa, this one loops. Wow. Miss Fat says, I like commentary. Yeah, it wouldn't be a stream without the commentary. Okay, as we look at the Thunderbolt here, we have the kebabs as well. Very nice kebabs. And right behind the Thunderbolt, that is the Steeplechase Plaza. That is Steeplechase Plaza right behind this roller coaster. Oh, I love the smell of the kebab. Look at that. Beautiful. Chicken kebab. We have the beef and shrimp. My favorite is always the chicken kebab. Right on the skewers. Beautiful. And right here we can take a look at what it looks like right under the boardwalk. If we walk in this direction here, we can see what it looks like right under the boardwalk. Yum, it is yummy. And Lena is on fire, says Andre. All right, so as you can see, this is what the boardwalk looks like. It is sand. There is sand right under it as well. Look at that. Here's a look at the boardwalk under the boardwalk. Look at that. That is what it looks like. If I can focus it. It's a little hard to focus on it, but that is what the boardwalk looks like from underneath. All right, as we look at those folks as they're about to ascend on the steepest part of Thunderbolt, the highest and steepest part. Okay, we're gonna make our way back towards the boardwalk here, the Riggleman boardwalk. Okay, so from here we're gonna make our way over to the pier, Steeplechase Pier. That is where we're heading next. We're gonna head towards the pier, which is nearby here. I have to be careful with my hat here as we head towards the pier. I don't want my hat to fly off my head. Beautiful evening here in Coney Island along the Riggleman boardwalk. Look how busy it is here. Folks are out and about enjoying this Memorial Day weekend and Monday. The beaches here, they are officially open on Saturday for the summer season.
You're running too fast.
This is the Steeplechase Plaza here. And right up there, that is the old parachute jump. All right, I'm gonna have to play my music over that for a minute. Okay, and hello, Boricua, Puerto Rico in the house here. We got the salsa going on here. We have the Puerto Rican Day Parade taking place in 2 weeks. We have the festival, the 116th Street Festival taking place. That'll be in 2 weeks. I'll be streaming that as well as the National Puerto Rican Day Parade, which will be taking place in 2 weeks. Epa. Okay, so we have the 116th Street Puerto Rican Festival taking place in 2 weeks. That'll be on Saturday. What is the exact day? I believe it's the 8th. Let me check it out here in my calendar. What day is that exactly? That is on the 7th. Okay, so we have the festival on the 7th. And we have the parade taking place on the 8th. That is on Saturday and Sunday. I'll be streaming both events in 2 weeks. As we make our way over to the pier here, this is Steeplechase Pier. Okay, and right here, this is the old parachute jump. This parachute jump, it is a landmark here in Brooklyn. Let me see where I can find the parachute jump here. And we have some BIG playing right along the pier there. All right, so some information here on the parachute jump. It is 250 feet high. It is defunct now. It is not operational. Let's see. It opened back in 1939. This is known as the Eiffel Tower of Brooklyn. It is lit up at night. Not sure if you guys can see some of the lighting already there. It is lit up at night. This is considered the Eiffel Tower of Brooklyn. And we all like Lena. We all love Lena here. Lena provides a good presence in the chat here. All right, so let's make our way into the pier. This is Steeplechase Pier. As we are about to jet out into the Atlantic Ocean, we do have some music here, 50 Cent. I'm gonna have to put my own over that. Oh, my gimbal is pointing downward. Let me fix it here. Perfect blend of the sky. Look how beautiful it is. Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We're gonna drink champagne, party like it's your birthday. How's it going?
What's the video for?
This is on YouTube. We're live right now.
What?
Yeah.
What up?
How's it going, man? We're chilling along the pier. What's up? All right. How's it going, man?
You on my Twitch?
Oh, you're live too? Oh, everybody's live right now. What's up?
Man, get the fuck in tonight. Hey, yo.
You think the Knicks are coming back? You think the Knicks are coming back from that series? They have to, right? Of course, they have to.
You know who we are?
Yeah, we gotta win. We gotta win.
Go to the background.
This is Coney Island. This is how we're doing Coney Island in Brooklyn, right?
Brooklyn from Queens, you heard?
You're from Queens. All right.
Goddamn right I am. Nigga, Queen, get the money, nigga.
What part of Queens? What part of Queens?
From the N line to the Queen line, you hear me?
On both sides,
Yeah.
right? Both ends.
Goddamn right, nigga.
All right. What do you think the score will be tomorrow in Game 4?
Yeah. What's going on here, nigga? Plus, nigga.
15 plus. You're gonna
Yeah,
win. We're gonna win
nigga.
by 15 points at least.
Mixed by Game 4, you hear me? Yeah.
We're gonna take the next 3, right?
Yo, look.
Look at the beach right there. It's a beautiful beach, right?
Look how we look.
It's dirty, but it's dirty. Listen, it's dirty, but it's still beautiful. Right?
Look.
You on Twitch?
This is on YouTube. No, I be on Twitch. No, not YouTube and TikTok. Redstone Pro. Redstone Pro. Redstone Pro. Let me show you.
You heard about the anniversary, the streamer anniversary?
Who's that?
You know, big streamer, just saw they went on anniversary.
That's me right here.
Redstone Pro.
No doubt, no doubt. What channel is that, by the way? Oh, that's on TikTok. What page is that on TikTok? C38? Okay, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's going on? We're doing it right here in Brooklyn on this Memorial Day. That's what's up, all right? All right, take it easy. What's that?
Next tonight, you heard?
Tomorrow. The Knicks they play tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow. All right. Game 4 is tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying?
He's drinking. What is?
40 over 1.
What beer is that? My chat wants to know. Modelo. He's drinking Modelo. All right. That's what's up.
Hey, shout out to the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We in Brooklyn right now.
Gotta represent all the boroughs. Gotta represent all the boroughs, right?
Look, listen,
Yeah.
we here.
We're here. We gotta be here. We gotta be
Yo,
here.
where you from?
I'm in the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx.
Okay, from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta represent all the boroughs.
Listen,
We gotta represent all the boroughs.
Queens, you hear me?
We got Queens. We got Brooklyn. We got the Bronx.
I was out for that shit right now, nigga. I'm in Brooklyn right now. but
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
what, nigga? I'm from Queens, nigga.
You're a
What
fan.
about money, nigga?
You're a fan of the.
Anybody like that shit came, you know what I mean?
Are you a fan of the Nets?
Come here.
Are you a fan of the Nets?
Goddamn right, nigga.
You're a fan of the Brooklyn Nets?
73, you heard? We
Yeah.
haven't made it to 73, but guess what? We're here.
We're still here.
supporting.
We're still here. It's been 50 years, but we're gonna get there.
yo,
We're gonna
guess
get
what?
there. We're gonna get there.
Guess what? Yo, come over here. Come over here.
We're live right now. Go Knicks, go Knicks. Hey, go Yankees, go everybody. Oh, he's a Mets fan. He's a Mets fan though. He's a Mets. We got a rivalry going on here. Hey, New York is New York. We got to root for everybody. We got to root for everybody. Yeah, of course, man. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of who you root for, we're all New Yorkers. Exactly. Whether you root for the Yankees, Mets, whoever. Exactly. We got our sports rivalries. That's what's up. What is your name?
Moreno, you hear me?
Moreno with the Modelo.
Moreno with the Moreno.
There you go.
Hey, have a good time. You
All
hear
right,
me,
man.
my brother?
It was nice meeting y'all.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got some cool guys there representing Queens out here in Brooklyn. All right, so we're gonna walk towards the pier here, towards the end of the pier as it jets out towards the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, let me turn. All right, I didn't realize that I still had my music playing there, so I'm sorry. They started to talk over the music and I forgot that the music was still playing. All right, so this is Steeplechase Pier. Look at beautiful view. Look at the sunset. It's beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. We got the waves here. Absolutely beautiful evening here in Coney Island. Look at the sunset. We got the steeplechase. We got the parachute jump there. Steeplechase Plaza right over here, along with the Thunderbolt. Beautiful, beautiful evening here in Coney Island, Brooklyn. No diving, by the way. You definitely don't want to dive off this pier here. These waters, they can be pretty rough right now. All right, so we're gonna walk towards the end here. This pier, by the way, extends about 1,000 feet out into the Atlantic Ocean here. So we're gonna go all the way up, out towards the end. Hopefully the connection stays. Hopefully we don't lose the connection here as we walk over the ocean here. Okay, so once again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. My name is Redstone Pro. We are here live in New York City. This is along Steeplechase Pier in Coney Island, Brooklyn. Look how beautiful it is. What's a beautiful shot. I gotta get a shot of this here. This is beautiful. So let me just take a shot here. Let's see. Okay. Look how beautiful it is here. The further out you go, it does get windier. We have the beautiful sunset right behind those buildings there. The sunset time tonight here in New York is at 8:17, so we have about another 10 minutes of sunlight here right before the sun starts to set. Beautiful shot of the sun setting behind those clouds and those buildings there. All right, we got some hooks, some fish bait going into the water. Beautiful shot here. And we have many folks out with their rods here, fishing rods. Okay, so we are now we gotta watch out here as they're about to head out into the water. Oh, my microphone, I think disconnected for a second there. Let me fix that. Okay, so we do have a connection here. I'm gonna make sure it is a weak connection. So as soon as it starts to drop, I'll be turning back the other way. So let me know if the stream starts to buffer, and I'll turn right back. I want to make it towards the end here. I'm hoping to make it towards the end here without the stream dropping. Okay, so happy Memorial Day to everyone watching the live stream right now, as we pay honor and pay our respects to all of our fallen men and women, our heroes who served in the armed forces, as they made the ultimate sacrifice to make sure we keep our freedoms here and our way of life. Thank you to those who served. Thank you to all of our veterans. If you happen to see a veteran walking by, make sure to thank them for their service. All right, so we do appears that we still do have a connection here, so I'll just make it here towards the end. All right, so we are approaching the end of the pier. I'm gonna stay right up here since we have some guys here fishing. So this is where we'll just stop here as we look out towards the Atlantic Ocean. Look how beautiful that is. All right, so let me zoom in here. Right over there, we can see that is New Jersey right over there. That is New Jersey and Sandy Hook, the Sandy Hook Peninsula. This is all New Jersey here. We can look towards, we can also see Staten Island as we turn over here. That is Staten Island right behind there. That happens to be Staten Island. And zooming out towards here, towards the east, that is the Rockaways in Queens. We can see the Rockaway Peninsula there. That is all the Rockaways there. We have a ship right there in the distance towards the horizon. We do have a ship there. We can see a ship there. Not sure what kind of ship that is. Probably most likely just a cargo ship or something. And we can see Coney Island and the amusement areas. And we can see all of the residential buildings there. Looking back towards Brighton Beach.
Clean up this bitch.
Beautiful, beautiful sunset. Right here over Coney Island. Beautiful shot here. Okay, as soon as they're done taking the picture here, we're gonna walk back towards the boardwalk.
On to what? All right, man. Take care. That one? What? No, somebody took the bag. I don't know.
Okay, so let's start walking back towards the boardwalk here. It is 8 o'clock here. Okay, so we're gonna continue towards walking towards the end here, the eastern end of the boardwalk. Looks like he might have caught something. You caught something there? Let's see if he caught something. He did ran to it. Let's see if he caught something here. Let's see. Gotta make sure I don't drop my hat into the water as well. Let's see if he caught something. I think he might have felt something snagged there. Let's see. No, nothing in the. I don't think he caught anything there. All right. Look at that view of the sun setting towards the west. Beautiful view. All right, I'm surprised that I have a good connection out here. I didn't think I was gonna have a good connection, but the connection did hold steady while being out here in the pier here. And thank you, Lena. Yes, this is definitely one of the more interesting streams. Oh, he caught a ray there. Look at that. That's a ray right over there. Look at that. Wow. That happens to be a ray there. Look at that. That's a very interesting catch. Not sure if they're going to keep it or toss it back into the water. Let's see. Wow. Oh. Look at that. That's an interesting catch. Wow. No. We got to be careful here. We have some blood there. Looks like they're gonna toss it back. You have to toss it back a certain way. Oh no, you're gonna keep it. Oh, he's gonna take it. Okay, I think. Oh, it looks like he's stepping on it. Oh, that's sorry. That's unfortunate. All right, so that guy did catch a ray there. Looks like he's gonna take it. It's not being tossed. Unfortunately, they're not gonna toss it back. Or maybe they are at some point. I'm not sure, but it looks like he's gonna hold it for now. Not sure how long those rays can stay out of the water. Okay, so very interesting here. Lena says I better not look. Sometimes it's better not to look. I was hoping it's gonna be tossed back into the water, but unfortunately they looks like they're keeping it. And Todd and Mary says I had a special friend also named Mary. She passed away in January of 2015. Rest in peace, Mary Smith. Rest in peace, Mary. As we look towards the heaven here. All right, so we're gonna head back towards Regal Mint Boardwalk. We're gonna continue walking in the eastern direction here. Deep fried stingray. Sadly, that might be the case there, Fat Peaches. Look at that plane right there. It looks like it's flying slow, but it's not. Look at that. Might be heading towards maybe LaGuardia or JFK. I'm not really sure. Beautiful shot of the amusement rides there. All right, we got some Snoop Dogg here and Dre. I'm gonna have to play my own music over that.
As I mob with the dog pound, feel the breeze, biatch of just.
Okay, and we are back to normal audio there as the folks are getting down to Snoop Dogg and Dre. Gin and Juice happens to be that song from the 90s. Old school hip hop. And hello to, we have Joey here, Mr. Joey from Sydney, Australia. Hello from the land down under. How's it going, mate? As we look at the parachute jump here one more time, it is being lit up as you guys can see. All right, so now we are approaching the quieter side of the boardwalk here, Regalman Boardwalk. Thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. This has been a very interesting, very fun stream. We just saw a ray there being caught by one of the fishermen. Interesting to see that. It looks like they're going to keep that. They're not tossing it back into the ocean. I was hoping that they would, but it looks like they're keeping it. Perhaps it'll be someone's dinner tonight. Who knows? Okay, so it is getting a bit late here. I'm not sure if I'm going to walk the entire length of the boardwalk as I had intended. So I'm going to maybe walk for another few minutes and then turn back and then walk along on Surf Avenue as we head back the other way. So thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we are walking along Regalman Boardwalk here in Coney Island, Brooklyn. Happy Memorial Day. Not much else to see here, so I'll just keep walking a few minutes here. Okay, so this building that we're coming up on, that is the Ford Amphitheater. That venue hosts concerts, musical events all throughout the summer, mainly in the summer. That is the Ford Amphitheater. as we look back towards the pier, and we can see the Atlantic Ocean behind that, well beyond that. And this is also Dutch Maz's playground here. He is from this area here, Dutch Maz, the other streamer. He is from Coney Island. Not sure if he's out here right now. I would think that he is, perhaps. And what's up, Ivan? How's it going, Ivan? Happy Memorial Day, Ivan. As we look at the amphitheater here. All right, so the month of June, we have a whole lot of events coming up. We have the Mermaid Parade. We have the Puerto Rican Day Festival. We have the Puerto Rican Day Parade. We have the Pride Parade taking place as well. We have a lot going on in the month of June, so make sure you guys tune in for those events. Everything is going well, Ivan. Thank you for asking. Hope everything's well and on your end as well. Okay, so we're gonna walk towards the end of the boardwalk here, right towards Seagate. Seagate is the eastern end or the western end of the peninsula here, Coney Island Peninsula. It is a gated private community, so obviously we can't get inside. But that is where the boardwalk ends here. Ivan wants to know if he missed anything. Well, Ivan, you're gonna have to go back towards the beginning of the stream. Unfortunately, my friend, you missed quite a lot. I would say this is the boring part of the stream now, since there is really not much else to see here. But we are walking towards the end of the boardwalk here, the Riggleman Boardwalk. So yeah, a lot did happen during the stream here. What did I miss? You're just gonna have to watch the stream, Ivan. No spoilers here. The Mermaid Parade is always a lot of fun. Always a lot of fun. I'll definitely be streaming that event. That is towards the later part of June. I did stream the parade last year. Unfortunately, there were a lot of issues with the signal, so hopefully the parade, you know, the quality of the stream will be better this year. So I'll definitely do my best to stream that event. The Mermaid Parade takes place here in Coney Island along Surf Avenue. Surf Avenue is, that's the street that we saw earlier in the stream. Right in front of the Cyclone roller coaster. That is Surf Avenue there. I did stream the parade last year. Yes, I did, Ivan. I will stream it again this year. All right, not many folks out and about on this side. This is the quieter, tranquil side of Coney Island. As the sun just started to set, what time is it now? About 10 minutes ago, maybe? About 10 minutes ago. Okay, so there's really not much else to see here. If you guys want me to continue walking along the boardwalk here, just say hello, just say yes. There's really not much else to see here. Ivan says I haven't been to Coney Island in years. Well, you're here right now. Do your TV or your phone or tablet, whatever wherever you might be watching this on. All right, so we have some wooden boards here. Another look at the Atlantic Ocean and the lower New York Bay. Beautiful, beautiful evening here in Brooklyn. Ivan wanted for me to stream the outer boroughs last week during my last live stream, and here we are in Brooklyn, Ivan. Happy Memorial Day from the Regalman Boardwalk in Coney Island. I hope everyone has had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend as well. As we begin the unofficial start to the summer season. Although summer itself doesn't begin till next month. And according to my watch here, I have been walking for over 19,000 steps. That is including work earlier. That's a lot of walking. Did I come here by the ferry? No, I took the subway here from Manhattan. And I'll be heading back towards Manhattan once this stream ends. As we look at the sun setting there towards the west. We have these sand dunes right over here, these sand mounds over here. Nathan's Famous, we're gonna check out, we're definitely gonna check out Nathan's Famous right before the end stream, the stream ends. We're gonna check out Nathan's Famous. It is amazing how much abuse our feet can take in a day. It is very true, Peter, very true. But our feet are so adapted, you know, that it can take the punishment. Have you been to the Lavalier bar in Queens? I have not been there. All right, so we're gonna walk towards the end of the boardwalk, and then we're gonna turn back. And then we'll be checking out the couple of the other spots that we missed earlier. The Nathan's Famous, we'll definitely stop by there. That is where the hot dog eating contest takes place on July 4th, every July 4th. As we are approaching the end of the boardwalk here, all 2 miles of it. We have walked 2 miles along this boardwalk. She is from the beautiful country of Romania. All right, so I'm going to show you guys what the end of the boardwalk looks like here on the western end towards Seagate. Seagate is the western end of the peninsula here in Coney Island. That is right along West 37th Street. We are about a few blocks from there. So once we get towards the end of the boardwalk, we're just going to turn back. Am I going to cover the hot dog eating contest? I was asked that question earlier, Ivan. I'm not really sure just yet. I would like to cover that event. I have not been to the Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. I would definitely like to go this year, so I'm hoping that I can, or that I could. So once that's confirmed, I would definitely let you guys know if I'm streaming it or not. Mom's cooking is the best. Usually it always is. 9 out of 10 times between the mom and dad, 9 out of 10 times the mom's cooking is going to be better. It just is. No offense to our dads, but mom's cooking is usually the best. And let's see, Andre is leaving us. Did I miss Andre? If you are leaving us, have a good night. Andre? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I do see your comment there. Thank you, Andre, for joining us in the chat. May you have a good night. Thank you for staying up late. All right, so thank you, my friend, and I hope to see you back in my next stream. That will be sometime during the week. Andre, yes, thank you, Lena, Andre and Lena from Romania. You guys from Bucharest? I'm not sure if you guys are from Bucharest or not. That is the capital of Romania. Okay, so Andre is from Bucharest. Okay. Okay, so we are approaching the end of the boardwalk here. I would say we're about maybe another 2 blocks. This is one of the longest boardwalks in the world. I believe this is the second longest boardwalk in the world, over 2 miles long. But we're almost at the end here. By the way, this is also my first time walking the entire length of Riegelman Boardwalk. So this is my first time I've walked the entire length of this boardwalk from end to end. So we started out in Brighton Beach on the eastern end there, and now we're approaching the western end towards Seagate. And we have some newer developments here. Coney Island has seen a lot of new developments in recent years. We can see that most notably along Surf Avenue, a lot of high-rise apartment buildings have been going up there. But look at the sunset that we have there towards the west, overlooking Staten Island and New Jersey. We have a lot taking place here along the boardwalk. And thank you, Lena, for staying up late yourself. I know it's probably, I don't know what time it is there now. It's probably around 4 o'clock a.m. there. So thank you to Lena as well for staying up so late. Ah, yes, Peter. Yes, that is correct. This is one of the longest boardwalks in the world. From my understanding, this is the second longest boardwalk in the world. And we are approaching the end of it here. As we make our way, we're going to make our way back towards the amusement parks. So this is quite a long walk. This is definitely a long walk here. It is 3:38 a.m. Okay, so yeah, that's still pretty late. Thank you, Lena, once again for staying up late. Okay, and here we are. This is the end of the Riegelman Boardwalk. We have walked all what is it, according to Peter, 0.25 miles of this boardwalk from end to end. And here we are. This is the end of the boardwalk. Right along Seagate. We're just outside of Seagate. Seagate is a private community, gated community. But this is what the end of the boardwalk looks like, and from here on, it's just sand. Nothing else beyond that. Right along, this is West 37th Street here. And let me show you guys the entrance to Seagate. I believe this is the main entrance to Seagate. So this is Seagate. This is Seagate right over here. This is a gated private community. And Andrew is free from work. I'm glad you're free from work, Andrew. All right, so let me show you guys real quick the entrance to Seagate before we make our way back to the boardwalk and then walk all the way back towards the amusement area. Free from the nightmare. Yeah, I was there earlier, but Andrew had to be there the entire day. I was just there for, what, 4 hours? That's not really much. All right, so right here we can see Seagate. This is towards the western end of the Coney Island Peninsula. That is a gated private community. Only residents can access that area. So that is Seagate right here. Right along Surf. This is Surf right here. This is the western end of Surf Avenue. So that is Seagate right here. We have made it all the way towards the western end of the Coney Island Peninsula. All right, so we're gonna walk back since we are still far out here and it is getting late. So I'm gonna walk back. And we're gonna check out the Nathan's famous hot dog stand, and then we'll be ending the stream there. So we're heading back towards the boardwalk. Thank you, Andrew, for rejoining the chat here. Andre says, oh, Andre's still here. I thought you were going to sleep, Andre. Andre, there were definitely a lot of people earlier, but since this is the quieter side of Coney Island, you won't see many here. But we are walking back towards the amusement area. Luna Park. Buffering. Is it buffering for you guys as well? I think so. Let me see here. Let me reset my connection here real quick. Okay, so I just reset my my data connection here, so hopefully the buffering goes away. This is a pretty isolated spot as well, so that probably explains why the buffering just occurred. All right, so we are walking back towards the amusement area, and then from there we'll just be ending the stream here, as it is well past 8 o'clock. What is the time now? It is 8:41. It is 8:45. I definitely have to get home. Okay, so we are walking back along Riegelman Boardwalk. We are heading in the opposite direction in which we came in. And let's see, Todd is still here. Okay, Todd and Mary are still here. Look at the beautiful blue evening sky. And it looks like Tommy G is getting off. Thank you, Tommy, for joining the live stream. I'll see you back in my next stream, my friend. Happy Memorial Day, and may you have a good night. All right, so this is just gonna be another 15 minutes of really nothing here till we get back to the amusement area. But at least it is tranquil. And thank you, Tommy. Have a good night, my friend. When is my next live stream? I'm thinking perhaps on Wednesday. Let me see. I have to check my schedule as well. I do work during the week on days. Let me see when I might stream. I'm thinking maybe towards Wednesday. Let me check here. Either Wednesday or Thursday. I believe that will be my my next stream. Mr. Joy says Z. Yeah, there's really not much else to see here. But if you guys just want some peace and quiet for a few minutes, you definitely are getting that right now. As we make our way back towards the amusement areas, the amusement parks. We do have some music there. I'm gonna have to play my own over that. Okay, we are back to normal audio. All right, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. If you are new to the channel and new to the live stream, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. My name is Redstone Pro. We are live here along the boardwalk, Riegelman Boardwalk in Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. As we pay our respects to all of our fallen heroes, men and women of the armed forces who served in our military. Thank you all for your service and for your ultimate sacrifice so that we can have our freedoms here and keep our way of life. Okay, these buildings, by the way, these are all public housing buildings here. These are all part of the New York City Housing Authority, or NYCHA. These are all public housing buildings here. We are in Brooklyn, yes. This is the borough of Brooklyn. It is peaceful right now. Very peaceful, very quiet for the most part. Look how beautiful the Atlantic Ocean is. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, I am, Lena. Thank you, Lena. I am definitely a nice guy. Nice, good guy. Thank you so much, Lena. I don't like to be pushed though. I might seem quiet, you know, nice, but I don't like my wrong buttons to be pushed. What perks do you get from the channel? You get custom badges and emojis. Those are the two main perks. And I'll definitely give you a shout out as well. All right, so if you guys want to join the channel as well, Mr. George just mentioned it. You guys can join that. There are two tiers. Tier 1, that would be category 1, and tier 2, that would be category 2. So if you guys want to become channel members, you guys can go ahead and do that. You'll have a custom emojis right beside your name, and you have access to the exclusive emojis that you can use in the chat. Those are the two main perks. I am working on other perks as well, but since I don't really have any channel members, you know, that is stalled right now. So it would be nice, you know, if I had a few members, you know, so I can get that going as well. That is something that I need to promote more on my channel, you know, the memberships. Okay, so here we are along Riggleman Boardwalk. We are now walking back in the opposite direction. We are walking eastward once again. We started in Brighton Beach. We walked westward the entire length of the boardwalk. We are now walking back on the opposite end from west to east now. Lena doesn't have credit cards. It's okay, Lena. It's okay. Your presence here, you know, is great enough. How many live streams do I do all week? Well, it depends on the week if there's any events taking place. Usually 1 or 2. Depends on my work schedule as well. You know, I do have to work around my work schedule. So those days and hours, they do change week to week. But my next live stream, it should be either on Wednesday or Thursday of this week. You guys have been fantastic today. Thank you all so much. You guys have been wonderful throughout this entire stream. Very, very, very great audience that I have here. You guys are a small group, but you guys are the best group probably anywhere on YouTube. And that's just being biased, by the way. But you guys are wonderful, definitely. I appreciate each and every one of you that tunes in to watch these streams. That's a nice scooter, by the way. Looks like we have another one on the way. Oh, we have a couple here. These are electric razor scooters, whatever they are. That'll get you faster to the other side of the boardwalk. I have to do it the hard way. We can see some ships there. That looks like a ferry boat right there in the water. We have some planes as well. And we can see the parachute jump lit up in the American flag. Not sure if you guys can see it yet. We'll definitely get to that. To honor Memorial Day, right there we can see it. We'll definitely get a closer look as we get closer. But it is lit up in the American flag right now. Beautiful shot of the Atlantic Ocean. Lena has been to the US before, many times. Oh, she says no, she has not been to the US. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. No, but I have been a lot in these kinds of chats before. Okay, so I guess you have not been to the US before, Lena, if I stand correct. I misread that. Okay, you have never been to the US. Okay. Perhaps one day. Okay, we're starting to see some life as we approach the amusement parks once again. Luna Park. That is the main amusement park here in Coney Island. So you guys are gonna get a look at what it looks like here at night, as we are starting to approach the night hours here. Andre says, used to play a stupid game of drug dealing in that place. Really? Okay, we have a runaway dog over here. Okay, and Peter says the boardwalk in Atlantic City, New Jersey is the longest in with 5 miles. Thank you, Peter, for that information there. I would like to live stream from Atlantic City one day. Definitely have to go there for a live stream. Although you do have to be careful with Atlantic City. Outside of the casinos, Atlantic City can be a very sketchy place. Right outside of those boardwalk casinos. So you definitely have to be careful if you're traveling or visiting Atlantic City. You don't want to stray too far from the casino and the resorts there. Okay, so we are approaching, this is the amphitheater once again, which we saw about an hour ago. This is the amphitheater here. This is where they hold a lot of events, mainly musical events, concerts. And hello to Stan Givens. Been to Coney Island a million times and have never seen the end of the boardwalk or even heard of Seagate. Thank goodness for you taking your time to stream this. Thank you, Stan. Not many people get to see the ends of the boardwalk here, but you guys just saw that not too long ago. And also the entrance to Seagate. Seagate is a private gated community. We just saw the entrance to that. All right, so you guys can see that is the parachute jump lit up in the American flag to commemorate this year's Memorial Day. And right here, this is the Ford Amphitheater. As I just mentioned a minute ago, this is the entrance to the amphitheater. And thank you, Peter, for the reminder. Let me put up that graphic here as well if you guys want to like and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, so this parachute jump is known as the Eiffel Tower of Brooklyn, as you guys can see, because it is all lit up. It is a landmark here in Brooklyn. This parachute jump hasn't been used in decades, and it's sat abandoned and unused for many years. But it is a light tower pretty much these days. Beautiful, beautiful tower as it overlooks the boardwalk here in Coney Island. And it's getting pretty dark. You can barely just see, you can still see some of the water there, but it is getting very dark. You definitely don't want to be out in the water in that vast darkness. And Todd and Mary are leaving us. Thank you, Todd and Mary, for joining me on this live stream. Happy Memorial Day, and happy Memorial Day to Todd's, was it your mom you said that was a war veteran? I forgot who you mentioned was a war veteran, but may God bless their soul. Thank you for their service. All right, so here we are. This is a look once again of the parachute jump. Over 200 feet tall. Beautifully lit up in American flag. I'll definitely be back here for videos. I definitely want to do videos of some of the rides here, but I would have to use my action camera for that. That would be impossible to record on a gimbal. So I'll definitely be back here with my action camera. You know, I'll have it. I'll be wearing a harness and stuff, you know, for the camera, and I'll probably record a few of the rides here, you know, from that perspective. Look how beautiful that is. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. From the parachute jump in Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York. Okay, so one more look here at the parachute jump, lit up in the American flag. Thank you once again to all of our veterans who served to protect this country. Okay, we still have folks here at the Steeplechase Pier, which we visited earlier. And here we are back at the amusement parks here, Luna Park. We're gonna make our way towards Surf Avenue. Once we make it here towards the rides here, we're gonna head towards Surf. We have more salsa music playing there, which we saw earlier as well. The Puerto Rican Festival, the 116th Street Festival in Harlem, that will be taking place in 2 weeks, as well as the National Puerto Rican Day Parade, which will be taking place the day after. That is on the 7th and 8th of June. And I'll be live streaming both events. Oh, my gimbal, let me fix that. My gimbal just turned off here for a second. Let me fix that. There we go. All right. Okay, so this is the Steeplechase Plaza here. As we look back towards the Thunderbolt roller coaster right behind that. And just like that, we see a whole lot of more folks that we saw at the other end of the boardwalk. This gimbal needs to be adjusted for my prior stream. It is a bit out of alignment. I'm gonna have to fix that, you know, just in time for the next stream. All right. Okay, so here we are back at Luna Park. We have lots going on still, even at this hour. Oh, it is almost 9 p.m. here. Lots going on still. And I'm gonna have to play my music over this one here. Okay, so we have made our way over to, this is Stillwell Avenue right over here, as we head towards Surf Avenue. All right, so this is Surf and Stillwell, as we make our way over to the Nathan's hot dog stand, which is right down this way here towards my right. Yeah. Oh, we got a group here. I want to say what's up. What's up? How's it going?
Hello?
Who wants to say what's up? Nobody? How's it going? Everything good? Enjoying Memorial Day? Where you from? Where you guys from?
From Brooklyn. From Georgia.
From Brooklyn, yeah. We're already in Brooklyn, yeah. Representing the Brooklyn.
From Georgia.
You're from Georgia, down south.
Yeah, I know a lot of shit. On Twitch?
This is YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
I know a lot of shit.
What you guys been up to on Memorial Day? Just chilling around the boardwalk and stuff? Just chilling, right? All right, man. Have a good night. All right, so here we are in Stillwell. We have a kid there from Georgia. As we look there towards the Soaring Eagle, which we saw earlier. Oh, we got the go-karts here. We saw that earlier as well. Hell yeah, we are. We're outside. We're chilling outside. Okay, so here we are approaching Stillwell Avenue. Actually, no, this is Stillwell. We're approaching Surf Avenue. Surf Avenue, this is where the Mermaid Parade takes place. That parade will be taking place in a few weeks. We have a chilling night here in Brooklyn, Coney Island, Brooklyn. And hello to Enzo. What's up, Enzo? You're coming towards the end of the stream, Enzo. Okay, so we are in Coney Island. This is Coney Island in Brooklyn. It is Memorial Day here in the United States. It is Remembrance Day in Canada as well. That is their equivalent of Memorial Day. Let me cross the street over here. What's up? What's up? Okay, the Nathan's hot dog stand is actually on my left. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so here we are. This is Stillwell Avenue and Surf Avenue. Right in front of the famous Nathan's hot dog stand, which is on this corner here to my left. I correctly said it was to my right. It's actually to my left here. Okay, so here it is, the famous Nathan's famous hot dog stand, which has been here since 1908. Oh, 1916, I'm sorry, 1916. It's been here forever. Let me widen that shot here. Here we are, Nathan's famous, the original Nathan's famous hot dog stand. This is the original location. It's been here since 1916. This is where we have the hot dog eating contest every July 4th. And this is Stillwell Avenue right over here. Lots of folks out and about here on Stillwell and Surf. This is Surf right here. And the hot dog stand right over here. Nathan's famous hot dog stand. And let's take a look real quick what it looks like inside. Let me change my view here. This is what it looks like inside. And right across the street we have the Stillwell Avenue subway station. That is where you can get the DF, the N and the Q lines of the New York City subway. And that is where I'll be taking the subway to head back. What a beautiful night here along the Mermaid Parade route, right along Surf Avenue. What does a hot dog cost? Let's go back and see. Let's go back. Lena says $5. The prices here, they do change from time to time. Let's see how much they are right now. We can look at the menu here real quick. Let's see. Well, they do sell other items as well. It's not just hot dogs. They sell burgers and seafood and stuff. How much is the hot dog here? Let's see. If we can zoom in on the prices here. It's kind of hard to see. How much is a hot dog here? Let me see here. How much is the hot dog here? Let's take a look. Okay, right here we can see it. Okay, so the regular hot dog here is $5.99. That is for a regular hot dog. If you want a cheese hot dog, that is $6.99. Chili dog is $6.99 as well. The bacon cheese, that's $7.99. Jalapeno bacon, that's $7.99. And chili bacon cheese is $7.99. So Lena was close. Lena missed it by $1, $1. So while Nathan's is most famous for their hot dogs, they do sell other types of foods as well. Burgers and chicken, seafood, all that sort of stuff. So good guess, Lena. That was a good guess. $9.22 in Australian dollars, says Mr. Joey. Okay, give me 1 second here. I have to get my, since I'm about to take the subway, I have to get my my Metro card here. Where is my, okay, I have it right here. All right, so give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna put the gimbal down for just a second here. Let me point it towards the hot dog stand here, Nathan's Famous. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna end the stream. We're gonna enter the subway station here. This is the subway, the Stillwell Avenue subway. So we're gonna cross the street. Gonna show you guys the subway station here. This is the Stillwell Avenue station. All right, so this station here, this station here opened back in 1970. This is the Coney Island Stillwell Avenue station of the New York City subway. And thank you, Joey. All right, we see some bikes here along Surf Avenue and Stillwell. Beautiful night here. Right in front of the Nathan's Famous hot dog stand. All right, so we are about to enter this station here, Coney Island Stillwell Station. And we say goodnight to Coney Island as we are about to head back to Manhattan. Oh, we have some pigeons inside here. The time now is 9:15 p.m. here along the East Coast. All right, so these are the train lines that serve this station: the D, the F, the N, and the Q. I'm gonna take the Q line back to Times Square in Manhattan, and then from there I'll be heading home to the Bronx. I have walked a lot here today, so I definitely got to rest my feet. According to my watch, I have walked for over 23,000 steps. I'm not sure how many miles that is, but it's definitely a good amount there. it's good exercising as well. Okay, we do have some service changes here in the subway. Let's see how I can get back here. Right over here. It looks okay. Yeah, this way here. Okay, this is the right platform here for the Q line, the Q train. All right, so it's been a wonderful day here, wonderful night in Coney Island, Brooklyn. We saw lots going on. A lot of folks are all and about enjoying this night still. As we are repping Brooklyn tonight in this stream. Okay, so this is the train that I'll be boarding. All right, folks. I'm about to end the stream here right before I board this train here. Okay, so I think I'll end it right here. So I want to thank everybody. Let me just say what's up to everybody here. Let me hello. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. Peace to everybody. Let's go Knicks. I'm wearing my Knick hat as well. Let's go Knicks. We got this tomorrow. Game 4 tomorrow. New York Knicks. All right. So thank you, Lena. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Joey. Thank you to Enzo. Thank you, everybody in the chat. It's been a wonderful, wonderful stream. This was definitely one of the most fun streams that I've done so far. From right here in Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York. I'll be back in a few days for my next live stream. I'll be live streaming from Manhattan, so we are back in Manhattan for that next live stream. And we have a train pulling up here. It's actually heading the other way, so it's not coming here. All right. All right, folks, so thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. My name is Redstone Pro. Wishing you all a happy Memorial Day from right here in Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York City. If you want to become a channel member, make sure to sign up for that as well. We got exclusive badges and emotes and emojis as well. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all back in my next live stream. And thank you, Andrew. I'll see you, my friend. Thank you, Andrew. All right, so this train is starting to board, so I'm gonna get on it here. It's gonna leave the station in about 5 minutes, so let me make sure I get on it. So thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we just explored Coney Island in the boardwalk on this beautiful, beautiful Monday night Memorial Day here in the United States and all throughout the country. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all in my next live stream. Good night from Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York.